when the world is not designed for you, you redesign the world for yourself. This is your Pac-Man GP. And the line which I narrated just now is a line which may provide a sense of inspiration to a lot of people who are physically challenged, who are not in a position to take care of some of the basic things that we do on a day-to-day basis. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would like to declare that I will be presenting an invention in today's video, which will be very, very helpful to people who are physically challenged, who are not capable of taking care of themselves, or who are dependent on another person like a caregiver. So without wasting any further time, I'm going to present my screen. So the title of today's invention is Aided Plates and Bowl Set. Why aided? Because the plates and bowls set which have been claimed in this particular granted patent uh, will be very much useful for people who are physically and mentally challenged, and I'm sure it will give them a lot of respite. But before I move on, I want to mention once again, all the standard disclaimers which I mention all the time, that this video is being shot and is being published for academic purposes only, and all the information related to the granted patent which will be discussed here, the invention for which the patent has been granted, along with the names of the inventors, are already available in the public domain. So this is not at all an attempt to infringe upon anybody's privacy or to breach anybody's confidentiality, so on and so forth. Having said that, I will urge all the viewers to subscribe to my channel at the rate of Pac-Man GP, where we always endeavor and try to create a sense of awareness regarding the field of IPR, and especially with regard to different inventions, all the different inventions for which patents have been granted by the Indian Patent Office. So today's invention is pertaining to aided plates and bowl set. Okay. Moving on to the next slide, the patent number for this particular granted patent is 500315. It is already available on the Indian Patent Office website in the records of the Indian Patent Office, which is already available to public. The patent has been granted in the names of two individuals. One is Mr. SATISH Madhukar Gokhale, and the other one is Miss FALGUNI Satish Gokhale. From the names, it looks like both the inventors or the co-inventors would be related to each other. So congratulations to both the inventors for having a patent granted in their name. Before I move on, I would again want to urge our viewers to subscribe to this channel, and let's make this a viral channel as soon as possible. Please don't forget to like the videos, and of course, if you have any questions, I will be more than I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So please don't forget to comment, to post any kind of a comment, so that I come to know whatever are your queries, and I'll try my best to answer all your questions. Moving on. Before I go on to the invention, I will first talk about the problem statement, which the inventors seem to have disclosed in the patent specification. So the technical field of this invention is concerning plate and bowl sets, as it is already obvious from the title of the invention. So far as the problem statement is concerned, so the problem from the prior art is mentioned on your screen. So as per whatever is the disclosure in the patent specification, the inventors have disclosed that a tableware set, it usually comprises a dish plate, a soup bowl, and a dessert plate. Okay, so I mean, it's a combination of plates and bowls, you can say. Uh, for people who are differently abled or physically challenged, or even physically and mentally challenged, consuming food independently becomes difficult. It's quite challenging. So therefore, they have to be dependent on another person, say like a caregiver. Okay. Now, because of this dependency over a caregiver, having food by such kind of persons, it becomes a little bit difficult because they cannot have their food as per their schedule, or at the pace at which they want to consume the food. So therefore, that is one of the problems which the inventors seem to have identified from the prior art. Also, lifting the tableware, sometimes like a spoon or a fork or a bowl, or even a plate, it becomes very kind of challenging for people who are physically challenged. And therefore, that is another drawback, or another problem which the inventor seems to have identified from the prior art. And additionally, there is also the occurrence of the food spilling out of the plate, because such kind of a person with some kind of a physical disability, they are not able to say pick up the food properly in the spoon before placing the spoon in their mouth, and they have to drag the spoon in a manner such that, in an attempt to pick up the food, and therefore the food gets spilt out of the plate. Now that can lead to a very sort of a unpleasant experience for the person themselves, and also people who are at the table. So these are some of the drawbacks, or the problems which the inventors seem to have identified from the prior art. And in order to overcome this problem, the inventors have conceptualized this invention, for which an Indian a patent has been granted by the Indian Patent Office. So moving on. So on your screen, we have a perspective view of an embodiment of the invention for which the patent has been granted. And at number 100, I will urge all the viewers to just follow my pointer. At number 100, we have the aided plates and bowl set. So at 104, we have the first plate. On the top of that, we have the second plate at 108. We have a bowl at 112. Now, the first plate and the second plate, at 104 and 108, have grooves that are defined on its respective edges, which are denoted by the numbers 116 and 116 dash. Now, these grooves are defined on these edges so that the handle of the spoon, which is denoted by 120, can be easily placed inside these grooves, so that the handle can be snugly accommodated inside the groove, so that the spoon doesn't fall off. So this is the general invention, you can say. But the patent, the aspects of this particular invention for which the patent has been granted will be explained in the forthcoming slides. So I'll move on to the next slide. This is the perspective view of the first plate only, the plate that is visible at the bottommost level in the previous drawing, the first plate at 104. So this is the first plate at 104. Of course, it has a base which is denoted by the number 208. The outer diameter of this particular plate is denoted by D. There is an inner wall, an inner boundary wall, you can say, that is defined along the periphery of the plate, which is a circular wall, which is denoted by 216. On one side of this particular wall, there is a lip. There is an elevated portion, you can say, on one side of this particular circular wall, which is denoted by 204, and which is denoted, which is called as a lip by the inventors, and which is having a boundary 232. So basically, the boundary is a little bit elevated so far as where the lip is situated, you can say. And of course, the lip has an arc shape. How that arc shape is brought about, that will be explained in the next slides. But we can say it has an arcuate shape, or it is arcuately shaped. The lip is arcuately shaped. Why? Because it has an arc shaped. Okay. And one more thing which the inventors have disclosed in the patent specification is that the lip portion, which is denoted by 204, it is 1/3 of the entire portion of the circular wall. So the lip portion is 1/3 of the entire portion, and the remaining 2/3 portion is the normal. It looks like a normal plate. So this is the general construction of the first plate. Moving on, now we will in the next slide we'll focus only on the lip portion. Okay, so this is the lip portion, as you can see as you can follow my pointer. Okay, and of course this is the front view of the first plate denoted by 104. Uh, on the upper edge, there is a base curve which is denoted by 220. So we have 220 pointed at this particular base curve. It's a curved portion over here on the upper edge of the plate. It is also denoted by this curly bracket and numbered as 220. The height of the height of this particular lip portion is denoted by the letter H. And of course, here one small design aspect has been introduced by the inventors. Since we see that the lip is an elevated portion, there is a top end portion of the crown which is denoted by 224, which I mean this is synonymous, or this is the slanting portion, as we can see, and then we have an end portion of this profile. This profile is an arcuate profile. In the previous slides, I mentioned about the lip portion having an arcuate shape. So therefore, the profile is having an arc kind of a shape, which is why it is called as an arcuate profile. And it is the arcuate profile which is denoted by 212, which is the end portion of the profile. And between the top end of the crown, between 224 and 212, there is a pointed sort of a feature, you can say, which is denoted, or which is called as a hill and denoted by the number 228 in the patent specification. So this is the general construction of the lip. In the next drawing, it will be more clear. So this is a close-up of the lip. At 204, we have the lip. And of course, there's a flattened portion over here. The hill, it is not numbered in this drawing, but the hill is visible over here. And of course, at the bottom side of the lip, we have the arcuate portion, which is denoted by 240. So this is the lip for the first plate. Similar to the first plate, the second plate also has the same kind of feature so far as the lip is concerned. The second portion, the second plate, which is denoted by 108, also has the lip 304, which is having an arcuate shape, and it is occupying 1/3 of the space of the entire circular wall, which is denoted by 316. I've not mentioned the names here because generally the construction and the structure of the first plate, the lip of the first plate, the lip of the second plate, as well as the lip of the bowl, all three are same, and which is what has been claimed and for which the patent has been granted by the Indian Patent Office. So here again, we have the front view of the second plate. We can see the elevated portion, the hill at 328. At 312, we have the end portion of the arcuate portion. At 340, we have the arcuate portion of the lip. At 112, we have the bowl. Again, we have the lip at 404. Okay. And in the next drawing, we have the hill portion at 428, which is defined between 420 and 422. 420 and 412, I'm sorry. And of course, 412 is again the arcuate portion, the arced portion, which is having a arc-like curvature, you can say. Again, this is at 104. We have the lip of the bowl. At 440, we have the arcuate portion of the lip. And at 444, we have the straightish portion that goes and forms the hill on the top of the lip. So this is the general construction and structure of the aided plates and bowl set for which the patent has been granted by the Indian Patent Office. So what is the technical advantage that is achieved by having this kind of a construction and structure? So we go on to the last slide, where we see that a person is eating from a plate, which is denoted by the number 104, and the person is holding a spoon. denoted by number 500. And of course, at 204, we have the lip of the plate, 104. So therefore, what happens is that whenever a person who is physically challenged or who needs the help of a caregiver to enjoy a good meal, when they want to have their meal independently, what they can do is they can use the spoon to lift the food, and perhaps they can drag the food right up till the inner wall of this particular lip, and they can make use of the lip in such a way that the food gets snugly accommodated on the spoon, and then they can place the spoon in their mouth very easily without dropping the food or without spilling the food out of the plate, and enjoy their meal. So this is one of those inventions that will definitely give a lot of physically challenged or mentally challenged people uh, a sense of independence for having something as simple as their square meal, definitely, which is where I would like to reiterate my first statement when I began this video, that when the world is not designed for you, you redesign the world for yourself. This is your Patman GP, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not forget to like, share, and comment on this video, and definitely subscribe.